Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 27th to July 3rd, 2022. This is a general reading with messages for Taurus that they need to hear. The roles of individuals or energies identified in this reading may be swapped, so take whatever messages resonate for you and leave behind for others whatever does not. And to get a broader view of your week, check out readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out some tarot cards. We'll go through the meanings in each column, and we will further clarify with more tarot cards. So in this first column, we reveal what has been shaping your perspective. You have this Descendant invitation card. You have King of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ten of Cups. In this second column, we reveal which major life lessons are impacting you the most this week. We have Pain and the Sun. You have Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and in this third column, we get messages from your guides and guardians. You have Hilarion, Divine Healing. You have Knight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. So this Descendant invitation, this is what is kind of shaping your perspective lately. And basically, this is just an invitation from the universe to kind of, be in your vibe, your energy, and see how you invite others to kind of be in that place where you're feeling comfortable, but also having boundaries set up as well. So it may be that you, here with the King of Wands, you tend to wear your heart on your sleeve. You pretty much want to, lead the pack to explore new places, maybe in travel, or even, getting together with individuals and trying something new, like a new game. Or in work, it may be that you're like the innovator and you try to be the one to set a good role model for others. And the challenge is that you might be giving too much of your own power away, and maybe to some degree feel like you are possibly feeling that maybe people might challenge you. They might want to do things for them, and it might be that they feel you are kind of stepping on their toes, where you might be stepping into a position that you might feel is like difficult or kind of awkward for others. They might take that as that you are trying to kind of hog the the limelight and the spotlight here. So it's really, working together and being on the same footing with other people uh, as equals, or it may be that you already see it that way, um, but making sure that everyone is on that same page and feeling that. So with the Seven of Wands, it is a sense of, inner conviction. Perhaps you feel that you know what needs to be done, and that's why you're stepping into a role, or it also can indicate that others feel like they need to stand their ground when it comes to, um, you know, being not judged, but when it comes to being seen in the same like environment with you. And with the Ten of Cups here, it's a sense that, you can come together with everyone and feel fulfilled. Everyone can feel fulfilled. So let's take a look at the King of Wands here. You have the Lovers card. So for some of you, this is about becoming equals in terms of the relationship in general. And this can be with a coworker, this can be with a significant other, someone you're even attracted to, but just kind of recognizing that, whenever you're wanting to kind of project a sense of confidence and like leadership and kind of just taking the center stage, that you are helping others be seen on that center stage with you. So let's take a look at the Seven of Wands. You have the Hangman, and this is a sense of like suspension and sacrifice. So for some individuals around you, it might be that they feel that you just having this center stage is, they have to take a step back. They kind of have to sacrifice something about themselves, about what they want to say and how they want to be presented. To some degree, it is just, it is about ego on both sides. So let's take a look at the Ten of Cups here. You have the Five of Cups. So really, some people might be in a situation where they're going through some things. Maybe you're going through some things, and making sure that everyone is recognized for and respected for their own individual aspects, and that you guys are all on the same playing field, all equals, and really aiming for that sense of happiness and community, and just being sensitive to the fact that, other people, even if yourself, if you're going through something, being sensitive to the fact that other people might be going through some things as well. Here, the major life lessons that's impacting you most this week is, this concept of pain, and the Sun, which is, happiness and joy, which is interesting because you have the Ten of Cups and the Five of Cups here. So it's almost, kind of recognizing how to communicate with others around you in a way that highlights the, the joy aspect, the celebration of your relationships, and doesn't ignore the pain part, but is a way to kind of not make that the focus, and to offer assistance in any which way you can. Here with the Two of Cups, it's again a sense of a focus on relationships, like the Lover's card over here. And with the Three of Pentacles, this is, working with others to recognize each other's skills and talents to create something new. And with the Ace of Swords, it's a sense of reason, analysis, clarity when it comes to problem solving and communications. So definitely the lessons you're learning are, when to, it's almost when to take center stage as well. The Sun, your traditional Sun card, the Rider-Waite Smith Sun card, there is a nude child on a white horse, kind of opening their arms and celebrating life. It is as if they're the center of attention. There is a sense of, purity and innocence, which kind of conflicts again with this concept of pain. So kind of recognizing when to step into that center stage, when to let others step into it, when to kind of offer assistance, is kind of the highlight of the week. So let's take a look at the Two of Cups here. You have Queen of Swords, and this is being able to communicate honestly with, clear reason and logic. Here you have the Ace of Swords, but it's also coming from a place of compassion as well. And, not just kind of like sticking just to business as usual, having that sense of, I guess, goal, but also, if someone is looking like they need to talk or need a break, even recognizing that and just saying, hey, do you need a break? Do you need a moment? Like, do you want to talk? And just kind of coming from the situation from a sense of clarity and not yourself being so, emotionally, I guess, involved, which seems to be a challenge because of this divine healing card. I'll get into that a little later, but that card kind of indicates a sense of being sensitive, being someone who kind of can pick up on other people's emotions, and an empath to a certain degree. So let's take a look at the Ace of Swords over here. You have the Page of Cups, and this is a card of really a sensitive, someone who is sensitive, someone who is also imaginative and really embracing their world with their heart on their sleeve and willing to accept everything that kind of comes their way, almost like the Fool in a certain degree. So let's see with the Three of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups. So here it's a sense of really needing to focus on compassion and connections with others. So here, even though you have the Queen of Swords, queens are associated with the element of water. And you have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups. King of Cups are grounded, and they're grounded and they are steady when it comes to emotions. They don't get swept up too much in other people's drama, or that's the hope that they come from a place of compassion. They can be like the shoulder to cry on, but they have a sense of boundaries, and they don't take on other people's drama, sadness, pain. So here it's a sense of balance that you're going to need to kind of work out on being compassionate, being nurturing and receptive, but also having a sense of boundaries here. And with this message from your guides and guardians, it says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So this keeper of the light supports other like light workers and kind of recognizes how certain people can get they are sensitive. They can sense other people's pain and happiness, and really to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and not just depleting your energies completely because of this. So here with the Nine of Pentacles, this is definitely a card, and even the colors kind of match up, this green coloring. Nine of Pentacles indicates, enjoying the rewards of your work, making sure you have time to focus on yourself and enjoy your environment and what you're creating. You also have the Nine of Swords, which is a sense of, stress, fear, anxiety. And then you have the Knight of Swords, which is kind of like rushing around, trying to, save the day, answer questions, clear the path. And it's usually, there's good intentions there. There might not be, the issue with the Knight of Swords is that you really need a moment to get grounded, to actually think through whether you have a plan, after jumping into action, if there is a plan to see things through. So here it's a sense of, recognizing that you want to be on the same page with someone, that you want to not necessarily take on their pain, but not shove onto them this happy, joy, concept of life, because people aren't happy 24/7. The 10 of Cups is more about the ability to experience the different range of emotions and then get back to your center, your being grounded. And so it's not, it's, Five of Cups is one of the emotions that you'd experience. The sadness, loss, grief is one of the emotions in the 10 of Cups. But it's really, recognizing that you can go through different emotions yourself. You can recognize it in others and get back to a place of being centered. And this King of Cups is really, that's key when it comes to working with others, collaborating with others. This can be coworkers, this can be, roommates, could be just, friends. And let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles here. It's a sense of really having you take time for yourself and honor yourself and honor what works for you and doesn't work for you. This concept of sensitivities also makes me think of allergies and feeling good in your own skin. So, making sure you're eating well, you're drinking water, staying hydrated, and, recognizing what doesn't work for you. So here you have the Emperor. And so this is another card. It's very similar to the King of Wands. It's almost like the, minor arcana version of the King of Wands, almost the minor arcana version of the Emperor, since they're both have the element of fire and air. Air is associated with kings. So here it's the ability to protect, kind of, again, stepping into your power and enjoying what you have created. And again, that playing that, recognizing when to step into that and when to step out of that. So here it's, a recognition of, at least when you're stepping into your power, appreciate what you are bringing to the table, and not necessarily just lead the path, but actually create some boundaries with yourself and others, and recognize your work, recognize theirs. So let's see where the Nine of Swords fits in here. It's this Page of Pentacles, and this is another card that I kind of take as a card about learning what your body needs, what your mind needs, what your emotions need, paying attention to what it is that nourishes you. Foods, liquids, what makes you feel comfortable. And this is also a sense of like kind of learning. So, and feeling a sense of value in what you are kind of producing yourself. So here with this this message here with the Nine of Swords is kind of recognize that when there's moments of like fears, anxiety, and stress, at the base of it, make sure that you are eating well, getting sleep, and that you are looking at the basics and not necessarily looking at the end result of something. So let's take a look at the Knight of Swords. And also for the Nine of Swords, recognizing that there's some, whatever the grief or the fear, the anxiety that's associated with the Nine of Swords, it's usually a problem that isn't solvable, or it might be something from the past, and really need to look at it with a fresh set of eyes to kind of see what is it that you can learn from that past issue that you didn't see before, because otherwise you're just wallowing as opposed to learning from that situation. So let's see with the Knight of Swords here. You have the Five of Pentacles, and this is a concept of not really recognizing what you have. This also might be indicative of not having a lot of resources, but also sensing that, feeling like you don't have a lot of resources. And so this concept of really needing to retreat and recharge, it's a sense of you're really running low by jumping in, like almost jumping the gun on some things. You're really not starting at a place where you maybe have all the facts, or are recognizing everyone else involved. And then we get back over here and about kind of recognizing that everyone's on the same page and everyone feeling that they are on the same playing field. So here it is a sense of kind of taking some time out for yourself. Recognize that you have some ability to sense how other people are feeling and really kind of tune into that a little bit more, and to set some healthy boundaries, and recognize that you can help lift everyone up, as well as yourself, so that there's room for everyone to feel connected and feel that they have something to contribute. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of your week, and we'll see you next time. Take care.